Going wink on the line and air bridge collapsing.
There's the sponsor. Kevin Roper.
The Autoshop two-wheel drive and the Albin Garage Challengers divisions have produced some of the best battles of the 2023 KNC Groundworks Scottish Rally Championship season. All the main protagonists headed to Crathis for round 6 of the season, the Voyonic Grampian Forest Rally, headed up by the reigning two-wheel drive champions Peter Stewart and Harry Marchbank.
Hey, feeling good, yeah. Aye, happy to be here, looking forward to it. Yeah. Should be good.
Everything's good.
Everything's good, car's good, I think we're alright. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Out for a play in the motor, that's the main thing.
Aye, yes, good, that's the right attitude.
Yeah, aye. Yeah. Go out, have a run round. The result will be the result. I always try and go as fast as I can go, so whatever that'll be today, that's what it'll be.
Yeah, stages are usually good here and in good condition, so weather's looking good, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Hopefully have a good go straight off, but try and wake up a bit earlier than the Scottish. So be fine. If it stays like this, it'll be fine.
It's going to be a good battle today. There's a few extra with Steve Bannister here and Matthew Robinson as well, extra from the Scottish, so yeah, should be good.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for it. The stages are fast, I think they'll suit our nature. I'm just looking forward to getting out there.
Yeah, we got a good run out of the VIP day, but yeah, we should, it's a local event. We've got to give it a good go, you know.
The first look consisted of Finn Glennie and Hurley Bog. And fastest out of the blocks was the Impreza pairing of Duncan Campbell and Michael Cruikshank. Despite feeling it was very slippy, they headed into first service with a 6-second lead.
That's a nice car.
It's a lovely car.
Oh, that's cutting the corners.
Aye.
And here, Robert, which is a bit disappointing. There we go, here's Matthew. Now.
Oh, does that sound sweet?
The unregistered Matthew Robinson and Sam Collis topped the two-wheel drive standings after 2, the historic Escort just 1 second ahead of the flying Robert Proudlock and Stephen Brown. The reigning junior champion sending his Adam on in proper style, equalling the Escort's time in stage 2.
Short right 2 here, 40. Fast left 2, 100s. Right 3 plus. Feet right 3 plus, 40. Left 4, only 80, turn right 2. Repeat, turn right 2. And left 3, don't cut. Repeat, left 3, don't cut. And right 5, and left 5, 100s.
Uplift. Is that Scott Peacock?
There was a tie for third, Scott Peacock and Craig Wallace delivering on their promise of a quick start and sitting on equal times with the Pinto-powered Mark II of Stuart Eggleston and Brian Hodgson. Stewart and Marchbank were just 1 second back, feeling they had gone well but admitting to a wrong tyre choice. The 208 only 1 second ahead of Johnny Mackay and Rachel Matheson, the John Easton Award winner, off to a good start in his home forests.
Well turned out car that.
Here he comes, look at that, eh?
There was another tie for 7th, David Wilson and Kerry McGilvery continuing their good work from the Scottish in the big BMW, despite some overheating concerns, and sitting on identical times with Paddy Munro and David O'Brien. Paddy's Escort, definitely number 1 in the noise stakes.
Oh, go on yourself, Paddy.
Also sounding good double Scottish winners John Crawford and Josh Davison had made a slow start by their standards, John unimpressed with his driving on these two stages. The White Mark II was only 2 seconds up on Oren McDonnell and Claire Fraser, the Evo crew ruining tackling the first loop on old tyres and making a change for the second loop. Unfortunately, we had already lost the championship sponsor, Kevin Crawford and Andrew Stevenson, out on stage 1 with no brakes.
Yeah, not bad, yes. First stage was slipping on what we're expecting. I think a few folk are saying that, which is good. So
everybody's saying that.
Which I'm pleased about, because I thought it was just me. So, no, so far, car's running well. Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah, really good. I felt pretty slow in the first stage, but the time said otherwise, so pretty happy with it. The second one felt a lot better. We had a pretty clean run through and everything hooked together nicely, so good. I think we're second in the two-wheel drive, so I'll take that for the first stage.
Brilliant, that is good after just 10 miles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so close, you know, it's 3 seconds between all the two-wheel drives at the top, but I'm sure they'll be pushing on these next two to try and catch up.
The first run of Drumtochty and a second run of Finglenny made up the second loop, scattered rain showers keeping everyone on their toes. The battle between Eggleston and Peacock was now the battle for the lead, the slippy conditions suiting both crews, and it was the Escort that was ahead by 1 second. Both teams clearly pushing hard and reporting small brushes with the scenery on this loop. Robinson and Collis were a further second back, tied on time with Stewart and Marchbank. The 208 crew finding their flow now they were on a different tyre. And things began to unravel for Campbell and Cruikshank on this loop, a mechanical issue locking the rear diff and causing terminal understeer, the front bumper showing the effects.
Crest 60, short left 3, opens to long 4 past junction, opens. Repeat, short left 3, opens to long 4 past junction, opens. Then 250. No. Lots of folk been in there. 250.
The Impreza had 1 second over Proudlock and Brown's Adam. Still running well, the 1600 engine car was losing out slightly in the fast sections to the bigger engine cars, but was holding its own. Munro and O'Brien were 5 seconds further back, really enjoying the slippy conditions, describing stage 3 as pretty much perfect. They had 8 seconds over their big class rivals Dougal Brown and Lewis Rochford, the former two-wheel drive champions, climbing up on this loop despite feeling they were struggling to find decent grip and traction on these stages. This loop wasn't very kind to Mackay and Matheson, a puncture right at the start of stage 3, dropping them over 30 seconds to their rivals. The Evo 6 seconds ahead of the Escort legends Steve Bannister and Callum Atkinson. Steve experimenting with a 5-speed gearbox in the Mark II for the first time. Making a move on this loop, Jordan Anderson and Harry Stubbs were much happier than they had been in the morning after a change of tyre at service. The red Subaru 9 seconds ahead of fellow Impreza crew Gordon Grant and Keir Beaton. Gordon making the long trip from Australia to compete and was driving well, doing his best to scare Keir at every available This loop saw us lose John Crawford and Josh Davison, and Oren McDonnell and Claire Fraser. In a bizarre turn of events, both crews went off at the same place, the two cars ending up resting next to each other out in the forests.
Not bad really, is it? When you look at the timesheets, we're doing better than I expected this weekend, and the conditions has maybe helped us on that last one. We've been a bit slippier and quite muddy and catchy out in a few places, as it did on the last stage actually. We just slid wide on a tight right-hander and into the grass and lost our momentum, such like. But you know, just a few seconds. It wasn't a lot. But
yeah.
There's not a few seconds to spare as it is. It's quite tight there.
It's
so.
very tight all the way through. I think there's only a few seconds between each one.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's all to play for still.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have no more new tyres left now, so we're just going on used rubber. So we'll do what we can on that, and that's it. So. It'll be what it'll be.
It's a bit of a quicker start than it was in the Scottish, so that was a good start, and that next loop was quite good as well. I think some folk have had issues in that, so at the minute it's quite good. We'll just have to keep it going and see what happens at the next two.
Drumtaughty 2 and Lairdsley made up the final loop, some downpours of rain making things tricky for the last two stages. Stage 5 would be the end of the road for Wilson and McGilvery, the overheating issues and damaged suspension conspiring to put the BMW out. Anderson and Stubbs settled for a quick but safe approach for the final loop, making sure of a good finish and guaranteeing another Subaru Cup win. A good payback for the team for all their hard work, sorting the car after its Scottish off.
Happy with that, so yeah, got a finish finally.
Especially after last time.
Yeah, a bit less dramatic than last time out, so yeah, delighted.
Yeah, it was good. Big thanks to everyone getting the car ready after what happened last time out, and also he did well, very mature drive today. It was safe where we had to leave. Yeah, so it was a bit of an interesting one to see a different side to him, which was good, to prove that he can do it and just be a bit more relaxed. So that was positive to take away from the event.
20 seconds up the road was a good result for Grant and Beaton, making the long trip across from Australia worthwhile. Bannister and Atkinson's fact-finding mission with the new gearbox was worth it. Steve reckoning a different diff would definitely help the car out. They ended the event 18 seconds down on Brown and Rochford. Dougal and Lewis a bit frustrated at the finish after struggling to get the best out of the tyres and suspension this time out. Mackay and Matheson were spurred on by their puncture, deciding to have a go on the final stage and see what they could do. What they could do was pretty quick. 16th fastest overall in amongst the R5s was a showcase of their potential pace.
Go, Johnny, go.
Munro and O'Brien continued to enjoy their day. 4th SRC two-wheel drive car home was another good result. Things were tight just ahead, with the rear diff now basically making the Impreza rear-wheel drive. Campbell and Cruikshank were trying their best to drive around the issue, but lost out in their big battle with Proudlock and Brown by just 1 second at the finish. Another excellent result for the Adam, 3rd SRC two-wheel drive, and another Moats Offshore Juniors win.
Minus, beat left 4 minus, into crest 40, left 3, caution left 3, and right 3 minus. Back of it, right 3 minus, 60. Crest and right 5.
So to be standing underneath this arch again, it's pretty cool,
Yeah,
definitely.
Brilliant. You had a good day.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it. I mean, a wee bit disappointed not to be in the pace of Peter this time, but we put 2 seconds into him on 2 stages, so it shows the pace is there. We're not far away.
Robinson and Collis ended their event just 2 seconds down on Peacock and Wallace. This result doing Scott and Craig's Challengers Championship aspirations a world of good. The Evo ending up just 1 second down on Stewart and Marchbank. Peter and Harry giving it their all over the last 2 stages and blown away by the pace at the top of the two-wheel drives. 13 seconds up the road at the finish and taking a double two-wheel drive and Challengers win, it was a magic final look for Eggleston and Hodgson, taking 11 seconds out of their Peugeot rivals over the 2 stages. Another excellent result for the Pinto-powered Escort.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we went in the last 2 stages, 3 in front of Peter and Matthew Robinson, and yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough one. 2 difficult stages, and it threw an awful big shower before on the way to the stage, and thought this is going to be really slippery, which it was. And we just we'll do our own thing and do what we can, and we came out of that one just a second slower than the first pass. Didn't know what the others had done, and it was just a case of going to the last stage and just give it our all, and yeah,
Yeah.
Brilliant stages though, nice and flowing, and kind of suits my style of things, and rain maybe helped as well, I don't know, but yeah, cracking event, really good.
Good. You had a good day as well?
Yeah, the wick was definitely turned up on the last one. We were taking some fair things over the blind crest, and that magic it was. The ride of your life.